Among the many dark characters on the classic 1970s NBC TV horror series Rod Serling's Night Gallery were all manner of vampires, frightening, debonair, and comical. I'm Jim Benson, co-author of the book Rod Serling's Night Gallery, an after-hours tour. In this video, I'm going to reveal Night Gallery's sexiest vampire. In 1973, the third and final year of Night Gallery, producer Jack Laird decided to feature a different kind of vampire. Instead of the traditional Bram Stoker spin-off, Laird chose to produce a short story titled The Canal, which featured a vampire from the distaff side. Instead of Count Dracula, this vampire bore the name of Hyacinth, a beautiful, tortured creature spending her existence on a waterside barge struggling with loneliness and an eternal hunger for human blood. In a stark departure from the traditional vampire theme, Death on a Barge was a love story, Romeo and Juliet with vampire turns, and like Shakespeare's classic tale of young love, this Night Gallery episode ends on a tragic note. Playing Ron, the young man enthralled by Hyacinth's mysterious and deadly allure, was actor Robert Pratt. A Universal Studios contract player, Pratt was cast by Jack Laird to play the clueless young man, oblivious to what's truly at stake in this relationship. Several actresses were considered for the role of Hyacinth, but Jack Laird zeroed in on one actress in particular, the captivating Lesley Ann Warren. In 1965, Warren burst on the entertainment scene at the age of 17, starring in the musical TV special of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. Several years of notable roles in movies and TV shows followed, and in 1970, Lesley Ann Warren was cast as Dana Lambert for one season in the classic CBS TV spy series, Mission Impossible. To direct this special episode of Night Gallery, Jack Laird chose Warren's former Mission Impossible co-star, Leonard Nimoy. The actor jumped at the chance to work behind the camera, and Death on a Barge became Leonard Nimoy's directorial debut. For Lesley Ann Warren, it was a very special experience reuniting with her Mission Impossible co-star.
We would have lots of talks on set about acting and about what was important to each one of us in the world of acting and the art of acting. And we were very in sync in that way and creatively. And so when he asked me to do this, I was excited because I knew that it would be a really creative experience with Leonard at the helm.
Besides the opportunity to work with Leonard Nimoy again, this time as a director, Lesley Ann Warren was drawn to the opportunity to play a woman struggling with human emotions, albeit in an undead state.
She was a complicated character. And, coming off of Mission Impossible, where I did get to play a lot of really interesting characters, she was also someone that I thought I could imbue with a lot of different qualities and facets of complex sort of characterization.
While playing a vampire on Night Gallery, Lesley Ann Warren was required to dig deep into her character, at the very least, 6 feet underground.
I really focused on her loneliness and her need to be, in a weird way, saved and rescued from her own life as a vampire, knowing that she couldn't be saved, but her desire to have love and her conflict about not wanting to hurt him was interesting to me and appealing to me, and her desire and her history as a vampire took over and took precedence over her not really wanting him to be hurt.
Besides getting into character, Lesley Ann Warren was required to get into a coffin, which caused a problem for the young actress.
That was scary for me because I'm definitely claustrophobic. And it's so terrifying for me, and I wouldn't let them close it. I wouldn't let them. I just kept saying, nope, you have to keep it open a little bit. You have to keep it open. And if you can sort of see in this one that they do the way that they shot it, it looks like it's going to be closed, but it never was closed fully because it was way too scary for me.
In the climactic scene of Death on a Barge, where Hyacinth decides to sacrifice her human existence for the sake of love, Lesley Ann Warren pushed the boundaries of 1970s network television in the most uninhibited way possible.
The scene where she's giving in to her desire and luring him to her, even though she knows she's going to destroy him. I remember how I had to sort of make a choice to be completely uninhibited in that way, and I did. And I was.
For Lesley Ann Warren, Death on a Barge was her first and only foray into the macabre. The Academy Award-nominated actress considers her experience on Night Gallery as a career highlight, one that left an indelible impression.
I'm so proud of it, and I love the work in the show. I love it. I think it has a great mood and sort of ambiance, and I love the character of Hyacinth, and I'm very proud of the work and excited. And, because I've never done anything in horror since, I'm excited that I got to do that and be at least a part of a very classic and kind of beloved horror compilation, anthology.
If you've enjoyed your journey on the TV Time Machine, please like and subscribe. We look forward to having you again on the TV Time Machine.